Oh, hello. You look really scared. Oh, well, that's probably why. Hello, darling. You are in hell. Which means you must have done something terrible to end up here. Who am I? So you haven't heard of me. That's unfortunate. I'm Lucifer. Still nothing. Okay. Well, you see, I am actually the keeper of hell. So, if people end up doing bad things, they end up here with me. But I've seen a lot of people come down here. You seem pretty different, actually. What did you do? Are you going to give me some long, arduous, boring story? Or are you going to get to the point? You don't know what you did wrong. Okay. That's what they all say. And then we chat for a bit. And then they tell me. And it usually is pretty bad. So why don't we just cut to the chase? And you can save me some time. Okay, well, if you insist, at least tell me your name. Well, there's not a lot of people that have come through here with that name before. But there is a first time for everything. Or a third, or a fourth, or a fifth. I think there was about 6 people with your name. How do you spell it? Okay, well, I'm not very good at spelling, so never mind. Well, we're gonna have to try and find out what it is you did. Okay, well, we'll start by having a drink, I suppose. Would you like one? Oh, you don't drink. Each to their own. I've been down here for, well, it's hard to say actually. Time moves differently here. It sometimes gets a bit warm, you know. I do like to mingle among the humans now and again. But as soon as winter hits, I do come back down here. It's a rather long story, I'm afraid. And I don't think you have that long, so we should probably try and get to the bottom of it. What was the last thing you remember? Before that? Okay. That is a weird place to be. Well, people can come from all over. There's no discrimination here. As you can imagine, there are plenty of naughty people out there. You still have something really interesting about you. Not like anybody else. Maybe you didn't do anything wrong. But you probably did, because everybody's guilty of something. Even if it's knocking an ice cream out of a child's hand. Probably doesn't warrant a trip to hell, but it's still bad. Have you ever done that? Huh. But you could have done something a lot worse. We'll have to try and find out what it is. Let me look into your eyes. I can tell a liar when I see one. Maybe you are telling the truth. Only time will tell. No, sometimes it does get lonely down here, but I quite like it. People can irritate me from time to time. Well, I don't really get to choose when the processing happens. Just sort of drops on my doorstep, and here you are. That's why I don't like to stall too much. There's business I have with the humans. I do have a nightclub to run, of course. I really didn't know. It's a rather good nightclub. Lots of shenanigans happen there. Don't suppose you ever went. Where did you say you came from? I think I got really drunk there once. I know it's quite a random place. Not a lot going on. But if there's a pub, there's a pub. So you're from a really quiet village. Probably not a lot of opportunities to do terrible things there. Usually it's people from the cities that end up here. Or war zones. They're really interesting. Got some really dark stories to tell. I do get quite bored. Sometimes I let them chat for a while. Depends what I'm doing. You've still got something going on up there that you're not telling me. Who knows, maybe we knew each other once. Before this life that you're in, of course. I've lived such a long time. I've seen a lot of things. The 70s was quite interesting. Lots of fun though. Maybe we should take a look and see. There it is. Something buried deep down inside your mind that even you can't access at the moment. Some kind of trauma attached to it. Is that why you've not been sleeping? Maybe in order to find out what it is, you just need to relax. Well, your case is quite interesting to me, so I've got all evening. Well, I know it always looks like it's evening here because it's dark and candlelit. Yeah, you do seem to be sweating quite profusely. Well, I've acclimatized to hell, of course, being the devil and all. You'll get used to it. No, unfortunately not, unless you're an exceptionally rare case. Normally, 99.9% of the time, people don't ever leave here again. Well, we put people to work, really. When I say work, they accomplish nothing, but it's amusing to me. Yes, endless torture. Violent, horrible, stabby, burny torture. No. Sometimes it can be things like you're stuck in an office block and the building flips upside down 1,000,000 times over and over and over and over and over, and all your paperwork goes all over the floor that you've spent weeks getting through. Just random things, really. It's really interesting to know what people's worst nightmares are. Yeah. For some people, it's silly things like watching a silly child's cartoon over and over again. But to them, it's horrible. Well, I'm quite a stubborn one. There's not much that could get me like that. You have to have quite a strong mind, see, or stubborn, whichever you prefer. There are people on the surface that I have dealt with, we'll say. Yes, they live here now. They're not enjoying it very much. But nobody ever does. Everybody's just the same, except for you. You are quite special, aren't you? Not giving a lot away. We'll get there eventually. So, maybe you were affiliated with bad people. Who are your friends? Oh, you don't have any. That's quite hard to work with. Family? Yeah. Okay. No friends though. That's quite boring. Maybe you'll make some down here. Or your worst nightmare will be being alone forever, in which case that will be your punishment for whatever it is that you did. So what is your worst fear? Well, it doesn't matter if you verbally tell me, I can extract it from you. Do you think any of these losers actually told me what their worst fear was? Humans are very stubborn. Yes. So what is your worst fear? I won't tell anyone. Oh. Maybe you're lying. But I don't think so. You do look like you're telling the truth. Well, I wouldn't say that would be very good punishment, but if that's what you hate. Something's coming back to you now, is it? Well, as I say, I've got all evening. Oh, this. No, it's not blood. I'm not a vampire. Okay. Where were you when it happened? Is that it? Is that the worst you can think of? I don't think it's that. No, you would have had to have done something a lot worse than that to end up here. Gruesome murder? No, you don't seem the type. Theft? Arson? No, but you don't like the heat, do you? So I don't think it's that. Maybe, just maybe, it was an accident. No, I'm just kidding. We never get things wrong. I don't suppose you were affiliated with anybody then. No friends. Lives in a boring old village. And somehow you end up here. Maybe this is the rare time you don't belong here. Well, we're gonna have to do something about that, aren't we? Can't have you mucking up my system here. Well, I'm not an absolute savage. I don't think you do belong here, do you? Whatever it is that you think you've done is bad. Maybe. But sentenced to hell for the rest of eternity. That warrants something pretty bad. Okay then. So here's what we're gonna do. I am going to extract your memories from you and try and find out what it is that you've got buried in here. Oh, it could be lots of fun. You might end up crying a lot. That often happens, but it's okay. I will be gentle, I promise. So, are you ready? No, of course you're not. Nobody ever is. But we're gonna get started, okay? Try and just empty your mind, whatever it is that's bothering you. I'm bothering you. Okay, thanks. Close your eyes then. Okay, just pretend you're not here. Okay. Keep your eyes closed, it won't work otherwise. No, because you'll distract me by staring at me. Right. There is a lot going on there. Okay. Something that you were embarrassed about as a child. I'm sure we all have experiences like that. You need to let that one go. That's taking up too much brain space. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about that one. Everybody does that at some point. Regret. Yes, again, something that you don't need to waste your time with. Although, sometimes regret is a good thing, because then it means you have a conscience. Depends what it is that you regret. Let's find out. Okay. Well, that's silly, so we'll forget that one. You don't need that. Guilt. Jealousy. You're not a very jealous person. Well, that is a good trait. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Stop squirming, because it's annoying. I will get the information I need. Right. No. I don't think you belong here at all. There may have been... You can open your eyes now. There may have been a mistake. Not by me, of course. There are people, we'll say, that do have some say in who comes down here and who doesn't. Yes, well, it gets filtered, you see. It's quite a modern way of doing things. I don't really agree with it, but there you go. I'd rather I decide, because then you might not have ended up here. Probably. Well, maybe you fancy a job here instead. No. Although watching you sweat all the time would get really annoying. It's just, you've drenched your shirt completely. I don't think you'll ever acclimatise, will you? That's okay. We'll get you gone as soon as possible then. Well, don't tell anybody. In fact, there is a secret passageway that nobody knows about, and we can give you quick access to escape. If you tell anybody, you will end up back here, probably, and I will make your life a misery, or your death, because you'll be dead. Both. I know. You see, I've been quite nice to you so far, but you wouldn't like to see me angry. Okay, so you got all that. Right, we should probably get you going then. You look tired as well. You definitely look like you could do with some sleep. And also, you need a shower. Alright then. We better get you gone. So, but first, I'm going to need you to close your eyes. I don't want you knowing the way out properly. It's better that way. It eases my conscience. Can't have somebody learning how to escape hell. If that information gets out, everybody will do bad things. Yes. Okay then. We better go.